Well, the Commanders did it. They have fired defensive coordinator Jack Del Rio. What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Blue coming at you with a live stream for the DMV Sports Zone channel. Today we are talking a very late reaction to the news of the Commanders firing defensive coordinator Jack Del Rio. Um, yeah, I think you guys could see that this was bound to happen. Now, I didn't think like it was just gonna be Jack Del Rio. I thought Ron was gonna be gone too, but they fired Jack Del Rio and another coach. I think it was the DB's coach, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, this is something interesting. What's going on, guys? Yo, yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Yo, what's going on, guys? Um, UVA just lost to VT by a lot, so I was just watching that. But I forgot to make a video about the whole Jack Del Rio news. I think it sucks, bro. I think Jack Del Rio honestly should have been gone, if not last year. When he made those political remarks, I think that was like a lot, like brought more attention to him, like the whole dust up situation, and just the fact that like the amount of talent we had on this defense. I don't think he played to our players' strengths, and that's another reason why the Commanders got rid of him. Of course, now I will say there were times where this defense played like a top 10 defense. There were like those spur moments, but as collectively as a whole, it never really lasted throughout a whole season. It is disappointing. And if we also look at the success, it was also against below average to average quarterbacks, whether it was backups or teams with terrible offensive lines. So it sucks like that. Jack Del Rio did waste the amount of time we had on this defense, and considering the fact that he wanted Emmanuel Forbes, he wanted Jamin Davis, these guys, it just goes to show that he couldn't really evaluate defensive talent as well. And more of that's also on Ron Rivera as a GM and making but can't disagree with you, man. It really is. I was talking with the guys, and it's just like, man, like it's hard to make content about this team because every video we're just talking about the same things about how bad they are. I can't really talk about any positives because this year there really isn't a guy that's like, oh, it's a blue chip player. Even the fan base is turning on Terry McLaurin. Guys like him, and I'm not turning on him. I think he's still an elite receiver, but yeah, bro, it's crazy. I mean, coming into the season to where it's like now, it's a whole 180. It is frustrating to say the least because I was hyped for this season. I didn't think we were gonna win a playoff game, but I didn't think we were gonna be 4-8 after 12 games. So yeah, dude. The Jack Del Rio news. I think now Coach Ron Rivera is gonna take over defensive calling. That's probably not gonna make a difference. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, I think the plan is. I think Josh knows that this coaching staff is like no bueno, and if you want to include Eric Bieniemy in it, so be it. I think the plan is okay. The next 5 games, which I think we're going to lose, all of them. We have Dallas, San Fran, I think Miami. That's next week. And who else do we have? Hold on, let me check. Let me check. Oh, the Jets and the Rams. Maybe they can win the Rams game. No, I don't see them winning. Jets game. Aaron Rodgers is gonna be back, so it's just literally scripted. Like a great day to come back as a quarterback from injury. You're playing against the Commanders' defense, just dotting them up. Once again, our team gonna like another coach. Yeah, I mean that's typical Washington. I don't know how long it will take for us to actually be um like good because probably not going to be a playoff team next year. Maybe the year after. It's just like I tell all my friends this. Like it's hard being a Washington fan, like a young Washington fan. If you're an old guy, like you've seen the glory days. You know, my dad, he his team is freaking cursed. No matter what owner will be embraced. Yeah, I agree, Jones. It sucks. It really does suck. But um, obviously, you just got to be optimistic. I mean, I'm about to be 21 on Monday, and I haven't seen this team win a playoff game. The last time they won a playoff game, I was 2 years old. I was in the crib. Oh no, was I in the crib 2 years old? I can't remember. But to be honest, I would move on from Terry now because yeah, that is something. I still love Terry McLaurin. I don't think we should trade him, but if there's a possibility of blowing this team up, he could be that first guy out to get draft capital. Now, is he worth just a first round pick? I don't know as of now because like production has been really like a big down drop off. Terry would be last in terms of players. I agree. Um, but yeah, dude, I was saying, like being a Washington fan, a young fan, is one of the hardest things to do because we are allowed to be impatient. It's like this Ron Rivera tenure, 4 years, we've gone backwards. We haven't gotten forward. Like the roster that he inherited is significantly better than the roster that we have right now. That's embarrassing, dude. It really is. Number one, Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne. I agree. And you have Jonathan Allen speaking week one. Oh, I'm hyped for this season, blah blah blah. And then week 11 or week 10, 8, 9, I'm tired of this BS. What do you think, bro? We're tired of watching this BS on our screens every Sunday, bro. And you're speaking to the media like that. We need you to go out there and produce, and it really hasn't produced at all. Maybe it's been 32 years since the last championship. Going on 33. Yeah, dude, it's sad, Hawk. Like I haven't witnessed this team. Like the peak was that RG3 year. I was in fifth grade at the time, and we didn't even win that playoff game. And then Kirk couldn't really take us all the way. Had to play. That's I agree. That's a good point too, man. The ability to not develop talent is that's typical in Washington. What they do is hire the washed up guys or sign the washed up guys, and then bring in young talent. They produce somewhere else, like a Montez Sweat, Chase Young. I think they'll be great for the rest of their careers. So yeah, like I'm telling you guys, if for example, if the Chiefs had Terry McLaurin, oh my goodness, that's like the one team that if you went to, I would be rooting for him, bro. That's if he gets traded, that's the team that I want him to go to because Terry and Patrick Mahomes, oh my gosh, ah man, it's yeah man, it's just a whole lot of hoopla, man. DC Sports right now is just not that good. I mean, the Wizards suck. Jordan Poole, I mean, boy, was I wrong about him. The Nats and Caps, I've seen them at their peak, so I'm not really worried about them as much. The Caps, I mean, they have the Ovechkin thing, chasing Gretzky, so that's the one thing that I think all Caps fans are harping on. The Nats, and they're young. Hopefully, Dylan Cruz pans out. I was able to watch Super Bowls. That's awesome, Patrick. I haven't even seen 5 playoff games, not 5 playoff wins, 5 playoff games. I've seen the Seahawks in 2012, the Packers in 2015, and the Bucks in 2020. Those are only three playoff appearances in the my years of living, at least watching the team. But yeah, dude, it's not good, not good whatsoever. I just don't know how. And then now, like, it even sucks more because the Eagles, they're going to be good for quite some time. They look like they know what they're doing. Dallas is always going to be Dallas, and the Giants could somewhat fix it up this offseason. So we really are stuck in a hole, bro. And until we clean house, and maybe that cleaning house also means getting rid of Eric B. It hurts for me to say that because I was a big fan of Eric Bieniemy when we signed him. Seems like players don't want him to have that much power. It's just a whole lot of hoopla, man. Best team in the DMV has been Maryland women, and they're regressing. I haven't been keeping up with Maryland women basketball. I mean, I know VT. I go to Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech women's basketball is one of the best in the country. I don't know how they match up against Maryland's team. We have two projected top 10 picks in the WNBA upcoming draft. The guard Georgia Amore, she's really good. Elizabeth Keeley is 6'6" center who's can score on all three levels. But yeah, going back to the Commanders. I don't know, guys. It's just hard to be optimistic. Like when I tell my friends and family, like, oh, like I'm allowed to be upset because they just haven't been good. I think it's valid. The when Ron Rivera says it takes 5 years to build a championship winning team, come on, like that is something that just boils me. And just seeing Ron Rivera in his press conferences like over and over again, just BSing like all the answers he gives out to these questions. If I was a reporter, I'd just go straight into it. Like, bro, it's year 5 or year 4 rather. Like, what have you done that has like changed this team? Really nothing. Man, EB can go and if Casey calls for Terry, I'm making that move. Hey man, why not, bro? Why not see Patrick Mahomes and Terry McLaurin? That would be an elite duo. They desperately need a receiver, especially after the way because they lead the league in drops, but the amount of drops they had that Monday night game against the Philadelphia Eagles sucks, man. It sucks. Yeah, dude. There's literally like not a guy on this team where it's like okay, like maybe Pro Bowlers this year potentially, If we're talking about guys, maybe Brian Robinson. He's been playing really good this year. Sam Howell, I thought he could, but I think that game against the Giants really, really cut off those chances. An alternate at best in the Bills game. Maybe if he somewhat leads the league in yards and still puts up decent amount of numbers and uh, uh, significantly decreases their turnovers. Who knows? Who knows? Mm, yeah, I don't know how I'm wearing this hat, but I'm always supporting this team, even though they don't like us back as fans. I still haven't been to a game, guys. Hard to believe. I haven't been to a Commanders game, and I will not go until they're actually like a watchable team. It's already enough watching them on my TV on Sundays. I've been to an open practice at FedEx. I've been to training camp, but I have not been to a game. Been to a couple Wizards games. First Wizards game I went to was in 2014. I was against the OKC Thunder. I think Russell Westbrook, KD came into town. That was the year when everyone thought KD was coming to DC. Russ hit the game-winning layup. KD went off that game. Another game was they played the Cavs and the Wizards won that game during COVID. That was kind of crazy because the Cavs were actually good that year, but they were missing so many players due to COVID. And then my other game, this was the best Wizards game I went to, was when they played the Chicago Bulls, I think on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. And DeMar DeRozan hit the game winner, buzzer beater. That was an insane game. It would be something if they sign. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think Chase Young is coming back at all. Clearly, we need defensive end help. Yep, I agree. KJ Henry, Andre Jones. I think they're solid backups, but I mean, actually, KJ Henry. I think if we give him more snaps, maybe he could potentially be that starter. But I don't think you have a little to Montez Sweat or Ryan Kerrigan or Chase Young. How is a keeper? Hold on, play call. I agree. I think Sam Howell is the keeper. There's some guys out there that don't want him to be the quarterback of the future. He has the intangibles. He has the arm talent. He has the grit. He has the perseverance that you want in a QB. And yeah, beef up the whole line. Like get some guys that can protect him. And yeah, play calling. Like for example, that Dallas game, 3rd and 1, 4th and 1. Uh, taking a shot on 3rd and 1 and shotgun. Like I said this in the video after for the Dallas Cowboys post game reaction. I have I'm more confident in us converting a 3rd down when it's like 3rd and 10 compared to 3rd and 1. Man, I think Eric Bieniemy just doesn't have quarterback sneak in his playbook. Madden suggestions type beats. Yeah, guys. Yeah, no, but back to the main title of this video. Jack Del Rio is gone. He is no longer the defensive coordinator in Washington. I don't know who they bring in, the new DC, the new head coach. There's a lot of candidates out there. I just want a young DC who can utilize the defense to like the strengths of this defense. You play to the strengths of the player. You don't do the scheme that you want. You want to fit the scheme that fits your players, man. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We will see the guys that actually are going to be on this team because these next 5 games, it's going to be tryout. Be like, who's going to be on the roster next year? It's going to be a crazy offseason, bro. With all this cap space, this draft capital. Hopefully, this new front office has the ability to evaluate talent and get the right guys in the building. Because if not, it's going to be a whole nother year of just talking about the moves that we made. And it's crazy, guys, because us fans, like content creators, the picks, the mock drafts that they have are like you look back on it, it's just crazy because they actually pick good players compared to what the actual front office picks. It just goes to show, like, bro, like I know it's not that easy to do your job, but come on, when us fans who just watch the game from the outside looking in can evaluate and see, oh, that guy's going to be good, and you just decide to pick guys that are definitely not first round worthy, like a Jahan Dotson, like a Jamin Davis, like a Emmanuel Forbes, just reach after reach after reach, year after year. Eventually, you just gotta pull the plug on that guy, man. Play to your strengths, not your scheme. JDR, bro. Man, like you guys don't understand. If you look back, during the Emmanuel Forbes pick reaction, I wanted Christian Gonzalez so bad. Yeah, I know towards ACL, but before he got hurt, he was playing like a beast. That year, I think we drafted Jamin Davis. Yeah, I wanted Micah Parsons, but I knew he wasn't gonna fall that high or that low, and I didn't think because Ron Rivera again, he loves the guys that are military backgrounds, high character. I want a guy that actually like is a beast, that is like like a threat in the field, like a guy that's gonna make opposing teams like fear him. Like obviously military background, all in all, it's good. Michael Parsons did have trouble in high school, in college, I think, with character issues and such, but if he's not producing on the field, like what's the scratch out high character and stuff. And you talk about high character, Jamin Davis. He went to jail for speeding. Like it was a very, very he was going I think 50 or 60 miles above the speed limit. I don't know. That was like during the offseason coming into training camp. But yeah, I don't know. No knock on Jamin Davis. He's not a terrible linebacker. He's average at best. But it just sucks because you're a first round pick. First round picks are like you're supposed to be elite, a top 15 pick. We picked you in the first round for a reason. The problem with Ron Rivera is he loves picking backups, or he's good at picking backups, not good at picking blue chip guys. And Carolina, I mean, you can pin a lot of his success to Luke Kuechly, Cam Newton, an elite Cam Newton carried his career in 2016. They went to the Super Bowl, eventually lost to the Denver Broncos. So is Ron Rivera one of the most overrated coaches in history? It could go down. I mean, again, here in Washington, scapegoat number one scapegoat is Scott Turner, and now it's Jack Del Rio. And when Ron Rivera is the one making the moves, is signing players, drafting players, trading players. Uh, there's clearly holes on the offensive line. The linebacker is in shambles. Linebacker position is in shambles. You pick a DB who clearly is just getting torched by the one of the best receivers in AJ Brown. You bench him for a while and then you put him back again against AJ Brown. Like that wasn't probably Ron's decision, but Jack Del Rio just they go hand in hand as Ron picked him. So yeah, man, this is thank God Jack's gone. I want young blood, bro. Like this whole old school dinosaur philosophy out the window. If you want to win, you bring in some young guys and that know what they're doing. And I honestly don't think these guys will coach anywhere else. At least not even I don't think they're coordinator worthy. But like, no freaking way. Ron Rivera, just go on, live your life, bro. Jack Del Rio, go on. We're probably gonna see you in DC when they celebrate that riot. Was it January 4th, January 5th, something like that. Just like when you bring politics into sports, bro, that's just and then the D's nuts responses on Twitter, he was just he was funny. Jack Del Rio was funny, but when it came to doing your job, he was not really good at it, to say the least. So it says, okay, so DB coach Brent Viaselmayer, I can't pronounce that, was also fired as well. So Ron Rivera will be taking over defensive play calling for the last 5 games. Not like that's going to make a difference. But. Yeah, at least VT destroyed UVA. That was good to see. Quarterback Kyron Jones potentially could be on the DMV Sports Zone channel. My friend cuts his hair, and I asked him to hook me up, and hopefully I can talk to him 10 minutes, get him on the channel, talk about his journey about playing Division I football, and potentially, who knows, could eventually go and get drafted or signed to the NFL. He's been playing pretty good this year. And VT is now in a bowl game. Hopefully they win that, and Kyron gets his name out there. But that's pretty much it, guys. Just wanted to do a quick live stream, talk about the Commanders, keep up. Again, we're gonna try to push out as much fire content out there as possible. Follow us on all social media platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Twitter at DMV Sports Zone. I think I'm posting the shorts and posting the videos. Honestly, turn on post notifications, subscribe. We're gonna try to push out this content, even though this team doesn't like us back. We still will always support them. At least I'll be here talking to you guys, whether it's a video or live stream, after every game, after every disappointing loss. And now we have Miami coming into FedEx. Oh man, Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle are gonna like run in circles and put up 70 against us. Like I wouldn't be surprised. But I hope you guys enjoy your Saturday. For now, as Commanders fans, now that the season's over, we root for Dallas to lose in the playoffs. That's it. Oh, also the Eagles or the Bears to keep on losing so we get the higher second round pick. All right, y'all. Peace.